Hey, fake friends. Listen to Fake Headlines podcast using Stitcher Premium.
Use promo code FAKEHEADLINES for 1 free month.
Listen to some of your favorite shows ad-free with Stitcher Premium like
Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend.
My Favorite Murder.
Having Funlessness with Jen Kirkman.
Natch Beaut.
Office Ladies.
Prompt and Circumstance.
WTF with Mark Maron.
And so many more.
Plus, you get access to Stitcher Originals, bonus episodes, comedy albums, and more.
Only $4.99 a month or $34.99 for a whole year.
Go to Stitcher.com/premium to sign up today.
Again, use promo code FAKEHEADLINES for 1 month free. Bye. Hello, I'm Tiffany Dillon.
And I'm Kevin Dillon.
And this is Fake Headlines Podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Fake Headlines Podcast, episode number 93.
Hello, and welcome.
Welcome to the 93rd installment of Fake Headlines Podcast.
We are doing great.
We're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
We've been inside for 6 months, but we're okay.
Yeah. Turns out we're going to be working from home for the other months of the year.
Yes.
Quickly, do math.
Don't
what
ever.
month is this? This is the 8th month.
Don't put yourself on the spot like that. I can't do math.
We have 4 months left at home.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
where
so
we're at.
The place that employs Tiffany and I, we're told Friday that we'll be working home until at least January of 2021.
So that's weird.
So yeah, pretty much we're pretty much going to spend all of 2020 inside.
On the bright side, Kevin and I really like each other, so we're not mad about it.
Yeah, that's really true. Like I feel not to get too sappy, but I feel like our marriage has only gotten stronger during the pandemic.
Right.
Like I feel like we're just more in tune with one another. Like we're just a great unit.
Yeah,
I think
we do really, really well, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry for anyone who's like, I'm tired of so-and-so that I live with. But, yeah, Kevin and I have had a lot of fun. We're just very, very silly, and we enjoy each other's company. So, good thing we got married.
Yeah. It was kind of one of the reasons we decided to get married. We really enjoyed each other's company, and we thought, let's make this a permanent situation.
Yeah.
And no, it's been great. Like, I know the world is terrible. The world is an absolute disaster, and everything's falling apart, but at least our marriage is great, and I'm enjoying being inside with you.
I feel very fortunate that we have each other during this.
Me too. And I'm not trying to rub this in. If you're having a rough time, I'm sorry. But hopefully you'll find some things to alleviate some of that tension and stress in your life. Like
listening to this, and hopefully it brings you a laugh. And that's the whole reason why we do it, right?
Exactly. That's one of the reasons. I think that's one of the reasons why we've stayed sane, is doing this podcast, is having a chance to joke around for an hour and a half together.
Yeah.
So I think that helps a lot.
It's a scheduled creative project that we stick to.
Yes.
We're being better about sticking to our schedule and getting it done. And it's really, really important, I think, to keep some sort of structure during something that's so unpredictable and chaotic and
seemingly never ending. Like it just doesn't seem like everything. Once you start to feel like things are getting a little bit better, you hear about another outbreak somewhere or another flare up in numbers, and it's very disheartening. Not to start off as a bum, but
we have work that keeps us on a schedule and like a reason to get up every day, and I know that I would have a hard time just not being able to do anything or have some sort of like reason to get out of bed in the morning, but like this working and then doing the podcast and hanging out with you, I feel very, very fortunate in our situation. Yeah, we are lucky. I would, as we discussed last episode, I would enjoy just doing nothing and have no problem with that. But we also need money, so that helps having being gainfully employed. I would like to just be retired right now. I think that's what I'm getting at. I need to. I should have thought early on in life and found a job that lets you retire in like your 30s. So that's what I needed. Yeah, like what job lets you retire in your 30s? A millionaire.
Yes. Why didn't I decide to be a millionaire early on?
The heir of a millionaire.
Yes. Or I should have
married a Kardashian.
I should have just blown a lot of money on lottery tickets. I should have been more financially savvy. Maybe invested in Apple or Google early on in life.
Yeah.
I made a lot of mistakes, I guess, financially. But here we are together with gainful employment, a roof over our heads.
You are my ticket to riches.
I'm sorry I've disappointed you.
Yeah.
I'm your ticket to lower middle class.
We did it.
We did it. Oh. We're hanging on paycheck to paycheck. No, I'm just kidding.
That's everyone.
Right. That is the world. So this is Fake Headlines Podcast,
where we talk about the things that make us happy.
So what we do every week is we've each gone out onto the web and found a strange headline that tickled our fancy. A strange headline, if you will, or weird news story, weird headline. And we've gone ahead and we've made up a couple of weird headlines on our own. And we will now present to each other the three headlines. We will try to guess which story is real. And we'll try to guess what these headlines could be about, possibly. And we'll just have some fun.
Yeah. It's all about assumptions.
It's all about assumptions.
You get a little detail. You take it, you run with it, you make up some shit. You're like, okay, I guess this is what it's about, and then you just go with it.
You know how people interpret the news nowadays.
Yeah, any news. Fun.
Oh, social media news, you guys.
We're just here to make it worse. Non-politically, of course.
Yes, exactly. So, Tiffany, I believe you are presenting your headlines to me first this week, right? Mm-hmm. I want to point out to the listeners at home, we have not seen each other's headlines, and we will be hearing these for the very first time and seeing what happens.
All right.
All right.
Kevin, are you prepared?
Now I am, after I've clicked my pen.
Yeah. At the click of the pen is when the games begin. Okay. So I can't help but feel Billy Eichner every time. Headline number 1. Will juggle for food. Performer will juggle any 3 food items provided for your entertainment. Will juggle for food. Performer will juggle any 3 food items provided for your entertainment.
Okay, that sounds pretty good.
Headline number 2. Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents.
Wait, what? That was okay.
Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents are surprise Instagram hit. Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents are surprise Instagram hit.
That is fantastic. Just such an oddly specific description.
Yeah.
Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents.
And headline number 3. Tiny dumpster bandit rescued and adopted by Indiana firemen.
Tiny dumpster bandit.
Tiny dumpster bandit rescued and adopted by Indiana firemen. And guess which word I just realized I have a hard time saying? It's bandit. My brain does not want to compute a D and a T in the same word.
Computing D's and T's was the name of a movie I was in college. It was
a programming piece.
It was.
It was where you unscrambled everything, right?
Remember how those commercials... Right. Remember how those commercials for Intel, it would say Intel inside?
Uh-huh. Get out of here.
Come on. Okay, so headline number 1. Will juggle for food? Performer will juggle... I don't know why I said it that way. Will juggle for food. Performer will juggle any 3 food items for your enjoyment.
Yeah.
It's only food items.
Yeah.
Interesting. Could I imagine like a sizzling steak, a chunk of like sopping wet tofu that hasn't been dried out.
Okay.
And a handful of scrambled eggs. That's what I want to see juggled. Would he do this?
I don't think it's possible, babe.
I said, will he? It could be anybody, really. It could be anybody. It could be any gender.
It is, yeah. It's just it's a performer.
It's a performer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just imagining that wet tofu.
That's so gross. Why can't it be in its package?
Huh?
Okay. Do you think that this performer has no rules? It's just like any 3 food items outside. So it could be like a singular pea.
You're right.
Scrambled eggs.
1 pea, 1 edamame. One. That's one word I can't say. Edamame. I like the idea of 1 pea and then a abnormally large carrot. And
I would always want M&Ms involved. Just like, oh no, I juggled it into my mouth.
Oh, whoops.
Another one, please.
Were you ever one of those people that could throw like a piece of food high up in the air and catch it in your mouth? Could
Absolutely.
you really?
Yeah.
Like what? Like what would you do with that? Like peas?
Peanut M&Ms, man. I just gave you the example.
I didn't think that was a real like, life example.
They're the best. They're my favorite.
But I've been around you for like at least 10 years.
And also popcorn.
I've never seen you do either.
That's also because you're a clean freak. I don't want to create more mess for you to vacuum.
You son of a bitch.
But I'll keep that in mind. I'll do tricks so that you can clean them up later.
All right.
Okay.
Wow. This is taking a turn very quickly. My gracious. We'll be right back after these words from adamandeve.com, sponsors of this segment. I've never seen... See, I would never throw food up in the air like that because I know that I'm not good at sports. So I would imagine I would miss and then waste the M&Ms and be very sad.
That's true. Grapes is another good one because they have good weight.
Okay.
Yeah. Popcorn's a little tricky because like sometimes when you throw it up, it's a little unpredictable.
Well, you've seen how I eat popcorn. I would never do that.
Savage. I want you to imagine.
Tiffany always makes fun of me eating popcorn.
I can't help it.
It is stupid, but
so like Kevin will grab a handful of popcorn and then bring it up to his face and then pretty much slap it into his mouth with such aggression. It's like you imagine a cartoon character where there's like popcorn bits flying out. Like that's kind of it's I've never seen it happen in real life before, but my husband does it. And like how long have we been together? 13 years this year. So it wasn't until like maybe a year ago that I was like, you eat popcorn weird? You're a weirdo?
And then I immediately drove us to couples counseling. We had to get this sorted out right away. I don't know where I got and I also eat apples like a maniac too. I don't know what my deal is.
We just enjoyed some apples before we started recording, and Kevin bit his right down to the core.
Yeah, I definitely ingest a few seeds in some of the core on every apple I ingest.
Yeah, I can't handle it when you get to the middle part and there's like that little hard casing that's just around the seed. Like once you get to that point, that says stop. That's fruit telling you no further.
You've done it.
This is it. You've reached your point in the journey. Continue around the core.
But where did I learn these behaviors from? I don't understand, because my parents are very elegant people. They would never eat in such a manner.
I know.
I just call my parents elegant. I'm not sure that's quite the right word, but you know what I mean.
It's not like I've never heard your parents chew with their mouths open.
Do I do that? I don't do that.
No, you don't.
I'm pretty good about that.
I never witnessed them like be rude in any sort of way at the dinner table.
Right.
But my dad is not that way either. Maybe it's like a generational thing where they are just polite,
more respectful at the dinner table.
Yeah.
Than me. I'm like a rabid. I'm like a rabid Wolverine in a dumpster.
We'll get to that story later.
Just gnawing everything. Yes, I am the dumpster bandit. Yeah, I don't know where I learned these behaviors from. I do eat certain things like that, like a monster. I don't know why.
No, that's okay.
You eat popcorn like daintily, like one kernel at a time. Like each kernel's looked over, and then it just kind of melts away on your tongue.
I think that might be a gender learned thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, because you think about it, like, men are never judged by how or what they eat. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't say never, but generally, they're not really judged by the consumption of whatever they have. Mm-hmm. While women, like, we're expected to be, like,
I see what you're saying.
Dainty. And,
that's the word that popped in my head.
Like, polite in any sort of way. So you wouldn't often see a female smash a pile of mashed potatoes into their face like a savage.
Right.
Like it's just not.
I eat a lot of food like Scooby-Doo would. I put like an apple in my mouth by the stem, and then I just pull the stem out and everyth's gone.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, people eat chicken wings that way.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
So gross.
Yeah. So, juggling.
Yes, juggling.
Keeping that in mind.
Oh man, can you juggle? You can't juggle, can you?
I cannot.
No, I can't either.
I can juggle like 2 things. When it goes to 3, it's too much.
It's too much.
It's too much.
I can't juggle either. I've often thought of wanting to learn how to do that. Yeah, juggling. So yeah, I can't juggle. I can't do complicated things with my brain. That's just how I am. Mm-hmm. Not skilled in that area, but I've wanted to learn. I know we had like a beginner juggling set we got at some point.
Yeah,
as a gift.
My friend gave them to me when I got my wisdom teeth removed, so I'd have something to do. Maybe give myself another reason to be swollen in the face.
Yeah, that's maybe not the best idea to be throwing something up near your chin after having teeth ripped out.
Surgically removed.
I like the idea of... So do you think it's open-ended, whatever 3 items, or is there like a menu of things that they've... Because I mean, if you know how to juggle, can you just juggle anything, or would certain things you need additional practice?
I would think that the purpose of this isn't to waste food items. So I would think that the food items that are being juggled are meant to still be in their original packaging.
Okay. So not just a individual pea, like you said.
like you're not gonna scramble some eggs, fry up a steak, and
wet tofu.
Defrost 1 pea from your freezer, and then give it to the person who is juggling,
right?
And like, here, amuse me.
So are they coming to you, or is it like a virtual thing? Are you going somewhere and giving them 3 items?
I think it is a they come to you situation.
So someone shows up. Mm-hmm. It's like they show up and want 3 things, mm-hmm. and then you give them 3 things and they juggle it for you. Mm-hmm. Like just like on your porch.
Or yard.
Or
from a safe distance.
Or event. Or mm-hmm. child's birthday party, perhaps.
That's right. Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be kind of funny to have somebody show up and just be a juggler, and you could just give them different things to juggle.
Here, amuse me with these 3 melons.
Right. Juggle. Take these kids and juggle them. Keep them entertained for
a while.
Those
aren't food.
That's true. That's weird. I forgot that was the
Kids are not food.
Kids are never food. Sorry.
No.
Sorry, wild animals. Find something else.
Get out of here, dingoes. You're not wanted here.
Get out of here.
No babies for you.
No, thank you. Yeah, I could see that. It'd be kind of amusing. You know what I remember? I remember there was this guy. There used to be there was a show that would show. There was a show called Just for Laughs that would show highlights from like the Montreal Comedy Festival when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. And there was this weird juggler on there that would also swallow things and then like regurgitate them.
Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's so gross. Get out of here. Stop talking.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Tiffany. But it was like not...
Go on.
I'm so sorry. I forgot that this would be... I was already started talking about it. I realized it was probably not going to be something you would find amusing at all. But he would swallow like light bulbs and stuff like that. It was like not like food. It was like a light bulb, and then like it would come back out.
Where are these grade light bulbs coming from that are going into people's orifices?
I don't know.
That's upsetting.
What if it breaks?
What kind of chance are you taking?
Right.
Oh.
or like
I am broken.
Or he had like change and would like would like be like the like 4 quarters and then that kind of stuff.
Somehow pulls out a $1 bill. I don't know.
Yeah, it was something weird like that. Yeah, that's kind of what it was. It was like weird, but he also juggled and he also threw stuff up really high in the air, so it was kind of wild.
What? Okay.
What 3 things would you regurgitate for someone? I'm sorry. It looks like you saw a literal ghost. I've never seen you so disgusted.
So gross.
I'm so sorry, babe.
Can I change the topic?
Absolutely.
I don't want to talk about that anymore.
I know.
It's so gross.
Get it out of here.
What do you think happens with this food? Do you think he or she keeps it, or do you think that they give it back to the homeowners? Do you think that food is their payment? Do you think they are juggling for food so that they can eat? Do you think they're raising?
I would hope that they were like gathering it for the food pantry or something, as opposed to like
just keeping it.
I'm real hungry. Can I get a lean cuisine, a slice of buttered bread, and maybe like a Jello, like a Jello?
You got a Jello package in that fridge?
Something for dessert. Whatever. And I'm just gonna eat it on your porch after I throw it up in the air a couple times. Is that cool?
They're cool.
No one invited you, sir. How did you find our house? Yeah. That'd be kind of an interesting way to gather food for like a food pantry or something.
People always feel better giving when they feel like they're getting something
back, getting some entertainment out of it.
Isn't that fun and selfish?
Isn't that what humanity is all about? Doing something good and then getting something even better in return and getting all the kudos for doing something nice. It's like you won twice by giving away one thing you didn't want.
That's very funny. Kevin, headline number 2. Let's talk about these laundry modeling parents.
Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents are a surprise Instagram hit.
Yeah.
So are these grandparents, do they run like some kind of like laundromat, or are they just in charge of like the laundry for like their family maybe, and then they go through the laundry that they receive and,
that's really funny.
And try it on?
My granddaughter, Louise, named after me, left her tiny socks behind. And look, I made these tiny puppets. I made her British. I don't know.
You did.
I'm not going to try and do some sort of Taiwanese
Yeah, I think
accent.
that's for the best. You made a very wise choice right there.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
So did the grandmother with her tiny sock pockets.
She's a hit.
Yeah, and she's like, check me out, Cactus Jack. She's got tiny little mini sockos.
Mini sockos. I'm going to give you 2 mandible claws. Do you think that I hope that socks are the only undergarments that I hope it stops at that point, doesn't go any further.
Yeah.
When it comes to the underwears.
Yeah.
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 So what do you think do you think they're like going through like the family, or do you think it's like, because it'd be kind of weird if you we're watching their Instagram and you saw like, hey, that's the sport coat I gave to them to steam clean. What are they doing with that thing? Why do
they still have that?
Why is that man wearing it?
That's mine. Really brings out the color of his eyes.
Oh, maybe he should keep it. Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna send him a DM.
Yeah,
just keep the jacket. It's a great jacket.
You look great.
It looks much better on you.
Great job, Grandpa.
You look good.
Is that your grandpa's coat?
I could never pull off this jacket anyway. What was I thinking? I don't even know why I bought it.
That was a Macklemore joke. It's stupid.
What?
There's a line in like a thrift shop. That stupid song where like there's a little kid's voice and it's like, is that your grandpa's coat? That's stupid.
That's funny.
Yeah, maybe it is different family members who've stayed with them like during holidays or something.
Yeah. Or it could be like, I like the idea of it's a laundromat that they run and they just put up images of people's like horribly soiled clothing, and then you try to guess what the problem is. Like, how did this armpit get blood on it? What do you think? Send us
just grandma's leg up in the air. Like, what is this wound? What could this wound be?
In the comments, tell us what you think this is.
There's like a jacket with clear stab marks in the back.
What do you think happened here? Like bloody stab marks. It's like a rip surrounded by blood.
Imagine being a grandparent and having to get that stain out. I don't know. Like I feel like they would probably, after years and years of wisdom, have great ideas on how to get stains out of everything. You know,
like maybe some using natural ingredients or like stuff from around the house.
Yeah, because they've been doing it for so long.
Right.
And no one's going to tell them what to do. They know what's right.
Vinegar and baking soda.
That's it.
That's the combo for everything.
Everything.
Cleans everything.
And lemon juice.
And lemons. True. That's true. Mm-hmm. It really worked well on some coffee stains in our sink.
Yeah.
I imagine it would work on a bloody coat.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to clean blood stains out of any clothing?
Kevin, I'm a woman. So the answer is yes.
That's not what I meant.
I mean, I've really hacked up my legs shaving, you know? Is that what you meant, right?
Yes, of course. Holy shit.
You sweet man.
Oh my God, I did not.
We all do it in shame.
Sometimes you just don't think before you say stuff, you know? Oh, shit.
That's okay.
Okay. So, Taiwanese grandparents.
Wait. Have you ever had to clean blood stains out? No,
I don't think I ever have.
Okay,
no.
good.
I don't think I ever had. No one's ever just brought me clothes and like, they're covered in blood, I need help right away. Like, no one's ever done that either.
And meanwhile, you're saying, so you want a lighter or something? Like, is that the answer you're looking for? Because I'm sure I have one somewhere.
Yeah, I think if your clothes reach a certain point of bloodiness, it's probably just best to burn them.
Just throw it right out.
Something bad happens.
Throw it right out.
Yeah,
burn it in the dumpster.
Or just bleach it. Just
bleach it. It's white now.
Just cover it in bleach and then put it in one of those industrial drums and fill it with cement. And just forget about it. Just forget about it.
Let someone uncover it in a good 60 years. Let them wonder what happened. What is this bloody towel that's in here? I don't know. Maybe it was a murder. Maybe it was someone who just really cut their leg bad while shaving. And they were just so ashamed. They put it in this drum.
I was just thinking about, I don't know why my mind thought of this, but I was thinking of like in like this, it seems like in the 70s or the 80s, probably more the 80s, what I remember, like watching like wrestling, like there'd always be a lot of blood involved in wrestling. There's always like a lot of, so I just imagine like maybe while like a wrestler's like home for the day or whatever at the laundromat with all these like bloody robes and like bloody like feathered boas and stuff, like what are you looking at? Like trying to clean everything.
I love the idea that the wrestlers themselves are doing it. Right. There's just like no misogyny there. It's all of them like standing at a laundromat.
Right, all in their characters.
Yeah.
I'm the $1 million man. I don't carry quarters on me. Someone get the blood out of this sequin cummerbund.
I like to imagine Ric Flair sitting at a laundromat in like his like wrestling underwear and one of his robes, but like with his legs crossed on a bench just reading a newspaper as like boas spin around in a dryer behind him, although you probably shouldn't put boas in a dryer, but let's be honest, but it's still funny, like the visual of seeing a boa go around on low heat,
like the sequined robes and like furry collars.
That's so funny. That's just a really funny image. Just
So imagine like bloody clothing having to be definitely something you would want to take care of in private. I think any type of bloody clothing.
Probably, yeah, yeah.
But I love the idea of these Taiwanese modeling. Like, it's funny how things like I'm sure they had no idea what Instagram was, and probably their grandchildren or somebody helped them get this set
that
up.
Could be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They probably have no clue. I'm sure they didn't on their own.
They might. You never know.
That's
there
true.
are hip grandparents out there.
One other idea is that the grandparents ran like an Instagram. They're like, well, we got to get an Instagram account for our business. We've been reading about business marketing. And they opened up an Instagram and started putting stuff on there, and it became a hit sort of unintentionally. Like maybe just people really took to like whatever their demeanor or maybe what they're writing or something along with the pictures, and maybe that's why it became something big too. Could be just them, just their personalities, or just the quaintness of the site or the uniqueness of it as well.
Yeah,
have taken off.
There's lots of older people who are on Instagram.
That's true.
You know, like I mean, like Patrick Stewart.
Oh yeah, that's
Kellen,
true. Yeah.
Jane Lynch, Vera Wang. She's like
100.
Yeah, she looks like she's 12, but she is so old.
She is one of those. She is one of those celebrities that just looks is timeless.
Yeah,
for some reason.
Yeah, she does.
Like Dick Clark or Gwen Stefani.
I know.
Vera Wang. Those three are the three.
Pardon me, I'll have whatever you put on your face.
They got that sort of Ryan Seacrest thing going.
I know, or anyone like Alicia Silverstone.
Yeah. Ryan Philippe?
Also in Clueless. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Paul Rudd.
Thank you.
Yeah, Paul Rudd.
I don't know why Ryan was coming to my mind.
Ryan, maybe?
Maybe because he looks like a Ryan. I think in a past life he was probably a Ryan,
he looks kind of like a Ryan.
He was a Ryan in a past life. And this time he's a Paul. Next time he'll be a Brian. And then the time after that he'll be a Rawl.
What if that was your own...
That's a new name.
What was the name?
Rawl.
What if that was your psychic ability, was to just tell what people's names were in their past lives and their future lives?
I fully accept my gift.
What's my name going to be in my next life?
Sorry, it's Basket.
A basket. That sounds really cool. Well, here's your $55 for that 2-second psychic glimpse into my next life.
I think it just came up with my next scheme.
Well, looks like we're moving to Lilydale.
Yeah.
We are going to be living large.
Okay. Headline number 3, Kevin.
Headline number 3. Tiny dumpster bandit rescued and adopted by an Indiana fire department.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the tiny dumpster bandit, is this a human or an animal?
Animal.
I just imagine them adopting a human, like a person that they found in the dumpster.
A tiny human person?
Yes.
You mean a baby?
A
toddler?
Well, sometimes
or a child, as they're often referred to as?
More of a child, not a baby in a dumpster. It's awfully grim.
Although, if you find a baby in the dumpster, I highly encourage you to adopt it or take it to the nearest facility for adoption. Don't leave the baby in the dumpster.
Yes. Please act accordingly. No, so the tiny dumpster. Yeah, I imagine the tiny dumpster bandit being like a dog, not so much a human. Although it'd be funny if if a whole fire department adopted like a child and they were like
raised it as their own,
raised it in the firehouse.
Kevin, this is a great idea for a TV show. Let's write this down.
I know. It's called. I don't know, what would the name of it be?
Indie Fire Dads.
Indie Fire Dads.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the one mom that works in the fire station.
You're right. The one mother figure.
I don't mean to exclude.
Yes, but yeah, they all adopt. They raise a child. The kid gets, when they become a teenager, they're like, "You're not my real fire department."
Yeah.
They're
they get real defiant. Yeah.
They're like, "Go to your room," and he climbs up the pole to go to his room.
Oh, I'm on hose rolling duty again. Come on.
Hose rolling duty, it sucks. I'm never going to earn enough money for that guitar.
This takes me forever and my hands hurt.
I'm just a little boy found in a dumpster.
I just want to sit. Oh, God. You can't be wearing those boots.
You make me sleep in a giant boot. That's so weird. I'm a tiny dumpster bandit. I don't deserve more.
I feel like they would take pictures of that baby in a giant boot.
I think so,
like,
too.
Yeah, like, what's that photographer that takes pictures of babies in weird situations? Like, no, I mean, like,
I don't know.
You remember, like, Angela from The Office, where she has an obsession with babies who are dressed up like little jazz musicians?
You're right. Little baby firemen.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
In big boots.
Big boots.
Oh, and a big hat. Oh, it's so cute.
Maybe, like, the hat's turned upside down and they're sitting in the hat.
Yeah. With their bare butt.
Rocker.
Yeah. Oh, cute.
We just came up with a real cute idea for a desk calendar.
Babies, am I right?
Baby firemen.
Okay, so if it's not a human, then it's probably an animal.
Probably an animal.
So what kind of animal?
Well, I mean, if it's something that's going to be staying around the firehouse, I would imagine it would probably be like something already domesticated to some degree, right? Like a dog or a cat, or maybe a pig. Pig would be kind of a cool.
That would be a
pet
fun.
To have.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little pig with a little fireman hat on. Can you imagine how cute that is?
That's so cute.
Oh, that's adorbs.
Oh.
That is, and instead of a Dalmatian on riding in the fire truck, they got a pig.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, that'd be super cute. All 400 pounds.
Just, right. Why were you guys so late to the fire? It took you 30 minutes to get here. We had tried to get this 400-pound pig into the in the truck, and we all hurt our backs. We're really sorry.
And then it took a minute, but we're all on here.
And we're here now.
Yeah, and just look how cute our pig is in its fire hat.
Yes, your fire was a total loss for everything, but we're here with the pig.
We did it.
We're here.
Yeah.
With our little bandit.
Yeah.
I imagine, I would like to be, I like the idea of it being something that's kind of milling around in the fire station.
Okay.
I like that idea.
So you don't think it could be like a baby raccoon?
Well, I guess could a raccoon be adopted and live, kind of have an indoor-outdoor life and kind of be milling and not be like attacking people and stuff like that? I don't know.
Yeah, probably not. No.
I don't know.
Probably not.
I like the like firemen have my great respect, of course. That is a job that is one I would never be brave enough to do. I'm just going to say it.
I'm out of breath after 4 flights of stairs with just my normal body weight. I can't imagine doing several more than that with like 100,000 pounds of weight on top of me.
Exactly. Like I won't go outside. I won't go outside. I won't go outside.
You're like that chicken from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, you're right. I was too. I won't go outside if it's slightly muggy, so I can just imagine like the searing degrees of an inferno that would push me quite away.
So thank you for doing that.
So thanks for doing that. I'm a huge wuss. But the part of being a fireman that I sort of envy is when we've gone to the grocery store and we've seen a crew of firemen walking around getting ingredients to make food for the whole firehouse, which is what I imagine they're doing.
Oh, yeah, that's so nice.
Like that I love. I love the idea that you go to work and you make dinner for everybody. Like I would love to do that.
So it makes sense that they, as a family, would try and raise this little thing that has been found in a dumpster.
Right. Like I imagine them all sitting around a giant table, like a classic family. Oh, you know what I imagine is, now that we mentioned the adoption of a kid, the beginning of Roseanne where they pan around the table. I just imagine all these firemen and then a raccoon in a high chair.
Oh, that's so cute. Look who's fighting fires now.
Whose turn is it to change the raccoon's diaper? What a mess that must be.
Yeah, that's
raccoon
gross.
Diaper?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Sickening.
So, okay. Pig, raccoon, dog.
Dog. Could be a dog.
You said something domesticated.
Yeah. I kind of imagine it being more like, I don't know if would a dog be in I guess a dog could be lured into a dumpster if there's like meat in there or something like that.
Could be lured in, or someone put it in there.
Oh, I hope no one put it in there.
Or a kitten. A cat would probably be agile enough to hop up and get curious and look for something and get stuck. Or
go in there to have babies.
Yeah.
Maybe find a little place to have babies. I guess a dog could probably do that too. A dog could probably
jump up and get in there.
Jump in there, give some babies, leave.
Yeah, because sometimes there's like those sliding dumpsters through the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's true. Right, right.
But for maybe some reason, it couldn't get out.
It couldn't get out. Oh, yeah. It's very sad.
Yeah.
But now it's been adopted.
Yeah, by a whole firehouse.
Whole firehouse.
Yeah.
That's a lot of parents.
That's a lot of love and parents. That's so nice.
That's a lovely story for the former dumpster animal.
Yeah.
But I kind of imagine it being. The more I think about it, the more I think it's like a cat that could just kind of roam around inside the firehouse and kind of jump up on their shoulders like a parrot while they're making a big pot of chili for the whole fire gang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that. Snuggle
up with them when they have to take shifts sleeping in the firehouse.
Yeah. That kind of thing. That's the kind of thing I think about.
Mm-hmm. Good mouser.
A good mouse. Yeah.
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 Keep any sort of rodents at bay. Or
I mean, the doors are open a lot, and things are going to run in, run out.
Right.
You got some protection.
Absolutely.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm leaning on a cat. What do you think? What do you think it might be?
I actually thought it would be a cat.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm leaning towards, a cat. I like the idea of a pig. Like, the more I've seen TV shows about pigs being domesticated as pets, I find that to be super adorable.
Yeah.
But
you can't really domesticate them as pets because they get too big. They never, like, it's not like you buy a pig and you expect them to be the size of a 60-pound dog. No, they're going to get like 300 pounds.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can't keep them inside the whole time.
That's right.
And the idea of a pig being in a dumpster, I find that hard to believe unless you were near sort of a zoo that's near the city, which doesn't make sense. Or a farm, like a farm that's near.
I was like, what?
I don't know what I'm saying. Something's broken in my brain tonight. I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I find it hard to believe they'd find a pig in a dumpster. I find it to be more of like something like an animal of the night, and not like in a dirty way.
So maybe it was something like a ferret or
well, that could be too. Maybe somebody's pet snuck out.
Guinea pig or something. Yeah,
right. Maybe somebody's pet got lost.
Yeah,
and they found it in the dumpster. Mm-hmm. Well, how would the fire? Maybe they were just taking the trash out to their dumpster and found it.
Or a good Samaritan heard its little cries.
Right, and called the fire department to come rescue, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it's like a dumpster up in a tree, and they were up there to rescue a cat, and they're like, hey, what's this sound coming from this tree dumpster? Let me check in there. Oh.
And they shake it, and then they're like, oh, it's my new friend.
Oh, it's a feral raccoon.
Yeah.
Aren't all raccoons feral?
I hope so. Maybe it's a skunk.
Oh, that could be.
They're very similar to cats. You can take out the smelly part of their bodies, and they can be domesticated.
That's so weird.
Yeah, but they're kind of just like cats.
They are, that's true. But just the idea that what if they didn't get all the parts that make the smell?
Then it's a smelly fire department. I guess that's it.
I guess that's it.
That's the options.
I guess those are your choices.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, what do you think? One of these headlines is real.
This is very perplexing.
Mm-hmm.
We have the juggling for food. Mm-hmm. We have the Taiwanese grandparents. Mm-hmm. And we have the tiny dumpster bandit.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tough one. I'm going to go with the juggle for food thing.
The juggle for food?
Yeah.
Kevin, that is a fake headline.
You rats. Oh, rats. I do like that idea, though, of somebody just showing up and juggling. Give me 3 things and I will make them juggled.
I like the idea of someone going to people's houses and juggling that food and then donating it to a food pantry.
Yeah, I do too.
That's really cool.
That is a good idea. It's like a good way to round up some needed nutrients for people.
Yeah, and then people don't have to feel inconvenienced by leaving their house, and they're getting a little something out of it.
Yeah, I like it. It's a win all the way around.
I'm going to go caroling for food, even though it's August. Is that cool?
People could use a little Christmas spirit in their lives right now. I think it's a good idea. Mm-hmm. Bring that Christmas cheer.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go with the tiny dumpster bandit then.
Tiny dumpster bandit?
Yeah.
That is a fake headline.
You won. These are great headlines.
Thank you.
Taiwanese laundry...
Taiwanese laundry model and grandparents are surprise Instagram hit.
I'm very intrigued.
I want you to look at how adorable they are. Look at them.
Oh my God, they are adorable.
They're so cute. Look at them.
That is fantastic. Oh my God.
So I want to tell you about this.
Yeah, let's see. Wait,
this is from BBC News. Taiwanese laundry modeling grandparents are a surprise Instagram hit. I never would have thought at my age so many people would want to look at pictures of me, says 84-year-old Sui. She smiles proudly, standing in her laundrette with washed and ironed laundry hanging from overhead poles or stuffed inside glass cabinets all around her. For 70 years, she and her husband, Chang Wangji, 83, have been quietly washing the clothes of people in central Taiwan. Over the decades, hundreds of pieces of clothing have piled up that customers neglected to pick up. Recently, their grandson, Reef Chang, convinced them to have fun by modeling the abandoned clothes and posting pictures on Instagram.
That's awesome.
I thought for sure you had seen this article when you said that.
That's so great. No, that's so wonderful.
And to their surprise, the posts have become a big hit. So far, their Want Show As Young account has 130,000 followers from around the world.
That's so great.
And after this, I'm going to go follow them. But Reef Chang said he wasn't aiming to make his grandparents famous. He simply wanted to help them fight boredom as they grew old in a sleepy district of around 50,000 people. Their business is not always busy. They would doze off in the shop and their spirits weren't high. So I thought, since our family has these clothes, I can remind people to pick up their clothes and remind my grandparents their life can still be great even in old age, he told BBC.
Oh, they are so cute, these pictures. Oh my God, I love it.
So with advice from friends and good fashion sense, he helped his grandparents mix and match shirts, shorts, blouses, and skirts, accessorizing with borrowed purses, hats, and sunglasses. He then took fashion magazine-worthy pictures of them posing in front of washers and dryers in their old shop. The looks created, Grandpa in shorts and shirts that make him look like he was going to Havana, Cuba for a holiday, and Grandma in blouses and skirts that accentuated her slim figure, surprised the elderly couple. The two strike poses that ooze style and chic, even in their 80s. Just like that, I feel 30 years younger, said Wanji, beaming.
You know what I want to say? These folks, like I remember, I can't remember their ages. I think he's 83 and she's in their 70s, right?
Well, 80, I think he's 80. I think they're both in their 80s.
They're both in their 80s. I mean, they look really good for being in their 80s.
Yeah.
They look like super good.
Yeah. I think she's 83 and he's 84, I want to say. Sui's favorite outfit is one of her wearing a plaid skirt from her closet and a blouse left behind by a customer and a hat. I like the way I look in that outfit, she said. Wanji, who started the dry cleaner at the age of 14 to help support his family, says people began leaving behind unwanted laundry in recent years when clothes became more affordable. In the past, clothes were very expensive, Wanji recalled. When I got married, it cost an ox cart loaded with 20 bags of rice to pay for my suit.
Oh my God.
And back then, clothes were so valuable that you could take them to the pawn shop if you needed money.
That's wild.
Wow.
Wow.
Wanji said some people left clothes behind because they were from out of town and forgot to pick them up when they moved. Others passed away and families didn't care about their laundry. Others had major changes in their lives, including divorce that made them forget to pick up their clothes. The couple have donated hundreds of items and clothing to charities, especially after natural disasters, but they are still left with a few hundred.
Oh, wow.
I love that they do good things with all the clothes that they're left behind.
Yeah, I never would have thought that. So it's like, so people put their clothes, like when they're like doing their laundry, they just like leave stuff behind that they don't want anymore. That just seems
crazy.
Like, yeah, so bizarre.
Never having had an Instagram or Facebook account and previously confusing followers with stalkers, they now happily listen to their grandson's translations of people's reactions to their posts.
Oh, that's so cute.
You two are so cute. Keep styling, wrote a woman from London on Instagram. Wanji and Sui's love make me think that it's not so scary to grow old, another fan wrote.
Oh, that's so cute.
Many people are not really old. It's just their heart is old. They say they don't have any energy and they rest until their health declines, said Sui. Neither she nor her husband plan to retire.
So cute.
For Reef, his reward is not only seeing his grandparents happier, but inadvertently reminding people to spend more time with their elderly loved ones. What really touched me is many people typed really long messages saying it reminded them that they haven't spent much time with their grandparents, said Reef. They're very happy now. They've never been recognized like this, he says. But what about all the unwanted laundry? Their Instagram account introduction ends with a friendly reminder. Don't forget to pick up your laundry. Someone who saw their post recently did just that while bringing in more laundry. Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute.
Yeah, I love them.
I love old people.
They're so cute.
I can't wait to be an old person and one day and be cute.
I hope people come visit me and hang out.
Me too. And I hope I become Insta-famous too.
I think it'll happen for you, babe.
Thanks, babe. Well, great job. These are great articles, Tiff. This was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
Thanks, and we'll be right back after this.
Boy, am I parched. But do I want coffee or soda?
Why not have both?
What? Who are you?
Don't worry about me. I'm here to tell you that with Marcola coffee syrup, you can have both.
What? Well, tell me how.
Well, for example, Marcola coffee soda is made with Marcola coffee syrup, sparkling water, and a twist of lemon.
Wow, that sounds like a real flavor journey.
It is. Go to drinkmarcola.com for this recipe and more.
Wow, thanks, random guy.
Everybody loves the coffee soda. Everybody loves to drink Marcola.
Fake Headlines Podcast is sponsored by Kitty Box Press. Kitty Box Press is an independently owned print shop located in Rochester, New York. Each piece is handcrafted using only eco-friendly materials, resulting in a beautiful artisan work. With no minimum orders, no setup fee, and made with lots of love, Kitty Box Press wants to be your go-to screen printer.
Kitty Box Press can print just about anything from t-shirts to totes to posters and invitations. Follow Kitty Box Press on Instagram and Facebook, and don't forget to visit them at kittyboxpress.com for more information.
Thanks, Kitty Box Press.
Thank you.
Okay, Kevin, hit me with your 3 headlines.
All right, Tiffany, here are my 3 headlines for this week. Beyond Meat Beyond. Company lays first eggless egg.
Wow.
Beyond Meat Beyond. Company lays first eggless egg.
Interesting. First eggless egg. Okay.
Headline number 2. New gas pump terminals will allow for quick phone connections and payments. New gas pump terminals will allow for quick phone connections and payments.
Okay.
And headline number 3, spider blamed for car hitting boat. Spider blamed for car hitting boat. I'm sorry. Sometimes jokes are weird and uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. So let's start with something fun and end with something gross. Okay, Kevin. So Beyond Meat Beyond.
Company lays first eggless egg.
Wow. Okay.
So would you be interested in an egg? It looks like an egg. It acts like an egg, but it's not an egg.
Probably. I mean, we already eat Beyond Meat.
Yeah.
Possible burgers and whatever else veggie burgers there are that exist. I don't think I'd be against it. I mean, we're not vegans. I mean, we eat a lot of vegan food, but
right. Not opposed to the egg. I enjoy the egg.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be willing to try it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, you're right. There's something weird about the idea of like the shape and the kind of texture of it, like a being not natural.
Well, you know what? Like, I worked as a sandwich artist, as we've discussed before.
You were a great artist. One of the greats.
And you know what? The egg that they would use for their breakfast sandwiches it just came from like a carton. I believe. I think it was carton or powder, but I think it was a carton.
A carton, like a milk carton.
Yeah,
like a liquid egg.
Yeah,
huh.
But I don't think it wasn't like an egg beater, but it was like kind of an egg.
Gotcha. Kind of an egg.
Yeah,
that was the name brand.
Yeah,
kind of an egg.
Kind of an egg. Brought to you by sandwich artists.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if I would be into like the egg in and of itself, fine, but something that looks like an egg that is like that kind of viscousy inside part, knowing that it's not real. Like, what is it? What would it be made of? I wonder. It's weird.
I don't know.
I'd be kind of thrown. I think people would be thrown off by that.
I mean, people are thrown off by the fact that Beyond Burgers, as they are, already look like burgers. Like they have like a bleeding look to them.
Right.
So that's because they add beet to it. But so if it had like that sort of undercooked over easy egg look to them, I don't know what that would be.
Some kind of gelatin, maybe?
Well, it wouldn't be gelatin because if someone's vegan, they're not going to eat that. Or vegetarian, they're not going to eat that because it contains animal products.
Right.
But maybe something similar to it, like the what is it called? There's a imitation gelatin. I can't think of the word right now.
I know
that we have some in the pantry.
Or maybe it's an aquafaba type thing.
Maybe it's an aquafaba. That would be perfect.
If you're not sure what aquafaba is, it's the juice that's in the can of chickpeas.
Yeah. And we've made ice cream with it, and that was fun.
We did.
And whipped cream.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to like any type of. I'm not opposed to any substitutions like that, I guess, for lack of a better term. Especially when it comes to just people having enough food. Like, it still bothers me and is hard to wrap your head around why there's even hungry people in the world.
Yeah.
Given how much food is out there.
Yeah.
It's just people
how
don't
much
have
food
access.
is thrown away.
It's just people don't have the access to it, which sucks.
Yeah.
Like, that's really terrible. So if we could make a bunch of eggs easily and if they're fake and feed people with them, like, and just get more food into the world, I think I'm okay with that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
It's got to be something we can do. Why is this like this? Why is the world like this?
I don't know.
You could probably say that about a lot of things.
I know.
suppose.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. It doesn't make sense for a lot of reasons why there are people who go without.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason why we have people who are so rich that they will never see the end of their means, even if they spent $1 million every day for the rest of their lives. And then you have people who are starving to death because they can't make it through today.
Right. Yeah. It's or they're just collecting bottles in the street or just doing it whatever they can to get a little bit of money.
Yeah. That shouldn't exist.
No, that really should not. I'm all for. I'm all like I know people get real crazy about like genetically modified foods and like sort of different types of chemicals and things in food. And I guess for the most part, I'm okay with any of that stuff. Like if you can make apples the size of my head and it feeds people, I guess I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Like, I feel like
it just depends on what the effects are on people.
Yeah. And I guess we have like an FDA, we have like food inspections.
Yeah, but then every couple of months we have romaine with shit on them. So
that's true.
How effective are they?
That is true. We do. Do you remember that? It wasn't all that long ago where the worst thing in the world that we could get sick from was romaine lettuce.
Yeah.
With poop on it.
Romaine lettuce has been recalled again. Oh, man. Guess I'll have to go without that for a while.
Yep. Now the world's shut down and romaine lettuce is everywhere. Like,
seems to be going okay. All right.
That's the real conspiracy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like yeah, I mean, within reason, like if we found no sort of ill effects of things like that, I am all for modifying food if it creates more that we can then. This sounds bad though, because it makes it sound like I want to genetically modify food and then give it only to people that are really hungry and like not like I would eat it too. You know what I mean? Like I'm not just trying to give like the Franken food to like people that are starving. Well,
yeah. I mean. I think you could go too far with some of that stuff. Like you don't. That's why there's a lot of dairy products or animal products that have things on them that say not hormonal. Mm-hmm. What is it? Fed or whatever.
Right.
No hormones in their food or whatever.
Yes.
Because of the research that has been done of the effects of the added hormone growth can have on humans after consuming it from those animals. So
see, I would think, like, I don't know anything about science. We've talked about this before, but to me it seems like if you eat a piece of meat of an animal that had lots of hormones in it, aren't those hormones dead along with the meat? Like, why does that stuff still active somehow? It still affects you somehow.
Yeah, I mean, mad cow disease still affects people who eat cows.
That's true.
Who've had it. It's not like that disease dies. Like, it's still in the meat.
Ugh,
right?
So gross. I forgot about mad cow disease.
How can you not forget?
Never
forget mad cow disease.
Forget. Well, we don't eat meat, so that's good. Because that was terrifying.
Yeah.
I do like Beyond Meat and the Impossible Burger. I'm all for that kind of stuff.
I'm all about like whatever kind of fake burger-like situation is happening. Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Like, we've made a lot. We've experimented a lot with different things to make our own, and it's been pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm all for it, man. Like, let's not eat animals anymore. Let's just have pets. let's all have a farm.
As far as like the fake eggs, yeah, I guess it would have to involve some sort of. So you're saying, like, if you, like, it would be an egg that would look like if you popped open an egg.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Popped it open.
You popped open.
You pop that egg.
You pop that egg.
You pop that egg.
My favorite Two Live Crew song, Pop That Egg.
Pop the eggy. Pop the eggy.
I love that you can make a Two Live Crew reference. So wonderful.
Yeah. I don't know. It wouldn't bother me if I had something that.
Yeah, I think it would be a little off-putting to some, but I don't. For me, I think I'd be okay with that too. Like, if it's, I guess it all depends on for me, it's all about the taste.
Yeah.
If it's fine, if it tastes like an egg and it's fine, then I would be down with it.
I like to have my eggs, like, I don't really care for over easy eggs. Like, I like my yolk cooked. Like, if it's got like a little bit of runniness to it, I'm like, okay, I can deal with this. Yeah. But if it's like super runny, I'm like, I can't do this. My stomach is not going to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Whatsoever.
Yeah.
Reject.
I will regurgitate. Regurgitate. You're like a Dalek.
I won't regurgitate.
No, I'm sorry.
No more. I
don't know why I've been so gross tonight. I'm really sorry about that.
What's wrong?
You're really pushing the limits here.
A real gent.
Sorry.
It's gross.
It's gross. So, Tiffany, my second headline for the evening. New gas pump terminals will allow for quick phone connections and payments.
I don't understand what this headline is telling me.
So, you know how you go to the laundromat? Now, I'm still thinking about those grandparents. You know how you go to the gas station and you have like a little television there, and there's like stuff happening, there's entertainment happening for you.
Sure, yeah.
So the idea now is, especially during these times when we don't want to touch anything in public, when you pull up to the gas pump, your phone connects to the terminal automatically. So you're able to
Bluetooth situation.
You're also able to maybe use the screen. You can maybe send texts and stuff like that. You're not supposed to use your cell phone while you're at the pump, but if you could talk to the terminal, which would then interact with your phone, it'll give you a little bit of a entertainment situation there, a little communication situation while you're pumping gas.
You need entertainment while you're pumping gas?
Well, clearly there's televisions at every pump right now.
I think that's just a marketing device, not to entertain you.
Well, I'm entertained. I love it.
They got a great ditty.
I get all my entertainment news from that.
Tapping my toe for the rest of the night. So you're saying that it would be like a Bluetooth connected situation.
Yeah.
Where you pull up, it connects automatically.
Right.
And
you don't have to type, you don't have to put in your card, you don't have to touch buttons.
So how's it paying? Like Apple Pay or something?
Apple Pay, Google Pay.
Okay. And I assume this is an optional thing. So maybe when you pull up, you can just hit like connect.
Right.
Okay. And then you still have to touch the pump.
That is true.
Yeah.
That part you cannot, that'll be an upgrade later on.
So you have to activate everything before you even get out of the car. Hope that it's working. And then get your pump situated. And then be entertained for the 3 minutes that you're pumping gas.
It's more than 3 minutes. I don't know where you've been. You never pump gas. You don't know what it's like out there, Tiff.
I know what it's like. I've pumped gas. I just haven't had to for the past 13 years.
Yeah,
because
a lot's changed with the gas station technology in the last 13 years.
I still pump my own gas sometimes.
No, you don't.
When you're not in the car, which is pretty infrequent.
It's pretty rare that I'm not pumping gas.
Right.
But have you heard these before? Maybe a year or two ago, some stores, Amazon opened some stores up in some major cities where you just walk in and take what you want off the shelf and then leave. There's no line, and everything's connected to the Amazon app, so it knows what you've picked up. I don't know if you have to scan. Maybe you scan it with your phone. Maybe that must be. I don't think it would. I don't think there's like a proximity sensor of like the item to your phone, and it knows that you bought it. But you would go into these stores, pick up, scan what you want, put it in a bag, and then just leave. And like the payment all happens because you're connected to it.
I hate it.
Do you hate it now when we can't touch anything?
Well, I mean, you still have to touch the product, right?
True, right.
Also, it decreases people who have jobs. Still have people that need to have jobs, right?
That is true.
There's a certain satisfaction you get from interacting with people.
There is?
At least there's supposed to be.
I've never come across this before. You're talking about like human beings, people? That's crazy.
I mean, well, okay. So I don't know. We're supposed to enjoy customer service, but it's not something that's enjoyable.
Right.
But it's probably because the situation that they're dealing with is not pleasant.
That's true.
Because like you go to Trader Joe's, that's always a pleasant experience.
That is true. They have the best people, I think, working there.
Wegmans isn't really shitty.
No,
like,
Wegmans
you go there,
is good.
Usually people are decent. They either just don't talk to you or they're friendly, and that's all I want.
Right. They usually gravitate. They usually always make the right choice as far as interacting or not interacting with
right
you.
Right, that's exactly it.
That is true. That is, you got a good point there.
Yeah,
I think Trader Joe's are a little extra peppy for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool if they give them cocaine to make it happen, but whatever. Yeah,
it keeps the prices down. I don't know what what the quality of the drugs are, but it's a pretty reasonable grocery store, all things considered. Definitely the most safe grocery store I felt.
Oh my gosh,
during the pandemic.
It's terrific. I love it.
Yeah, it's been great during Trader Joe's. If you're listening, you've done an excellent job of keeping your store clean, making people feel safe while we're shopping there.
Yeah, so thank you.
Tops, you can suck it, you dirtballs. Your store is gross.
We haven't been to a Tops in a long
I know, but we're pretty sure they would be gross.
Yeah, so if...
Yeah, you're right. I'm thinking more of you were looking at it more from a human perspective of people needing work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And at first when I saw this, I thought this is great. Like the less I need to interact with things in the world, the better. Hopefully things won't always be this way though too, right? I mean, are we looking at
I hope not.
We're not looking at a complete overhaul. I mean, it feels like we've spent the last decade or more making everything touch. Like making everything touch screens, like in the world. We go to McDonald's and you can press buttons and order for yourself. You got all kinds of things that you're swiping and touching everywhere.
And now we don't want to touch it.
Now we don't want to touch anything. And so do we revamp the entire world to make it completely as touch-free as possible? But what does that look like? Does it involve a new technology or does it involve... Maybe it involves more people. It
involves every store, including gloves, with every purchase.
That could be what it is, yeah.
Here's your checkout glove. Here's your checkout glove. Here's your checkout glove. Please be sure to dispose of your checkout glove before you leave.
You have to put on those those gloves that you would put on if you were like artificially inseminating a cow, and that they go up to your shoulder.
Whoa.
You have to put those on to go in the store.
Oh my God. I thought you were just going to say like a dish glove. Like the kind that you use to protect your hands while you're washing dishes. No, you went way far, straight up to the cow's hoo-ha.
Reproductive area.
Wow. Moo-ha, I mean. Straight up to the cow's moo-ha.
As Busta Rhymes would say, moo-ha got y'all in check.
Okay. Yeah. So I Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would enjoy this experience. I feel like it's a little too invasive, too, to just, like, pull up to a pump and then all of a sudden it's, like, connected to my phone. I feel like there's too many possible wrong situations that it could occur. Like, what if you're the next car in line and it picks up your car or something?
Oh, I never thought of that. True. That's true, too.
Yeah.
We had that experience at Starbucks today where it looked like they were giving the wrong order to everybody.
Oh, brother, yeah.
That's true, because it could accidentally start charging you for, like, some ding-dongs
gas.
Hummer,
that's, like, $40.
Yeah, they have to fill up a Hummer or something like that.
By 40, I mean like $400 for their Hummer.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. That might be a bet. There might be a lot of connections and stuff happening there.
Yeah, I'd really worry about that. Also, I don't find the need to be entertained while pumping gas. I just don't. Like, sometimes it's nice to be left alone with your own thoughts.
That is true. We don't do that enough anymore.
Yeah.
I think that is true.
You can't look at your phone. You just stare off into space. You're judging people.
Right. Try not to make eye contact with the creeps.
Yeah. Making sure that your gas doesn't overflow, but also just counting along to see if you could beat the timer or guess, like, how much gas is it going to cost this time?
Do you play the game of trying to stop it right on a certain dollar amount?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
And I'll try and round up if I can.
Really?
Like, I don't just stop when it stops the first time. No, I keep going. I keep going to a nice round number.
See, I'm a stopper.
Don't leave it on 93 cents. No, you push that up to the next dollar.
You wouldn't stop at 95? You would just go right to the next dollar?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. There's room in there.
Dang, okay.
There's room to keep going.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
See, I'm a stopper. As soon as it clicks, I'm done.
No, I don't do that. No.
Okay.
Nope.
Wow, we're very different.
I've been pumping gas since I was old enough to reach that pump. So, back in the early 90s.
Yeah, of course.
Sorry.
I feel like the pump is definitely like whenever I'm pumping gas, I'm getting a lot of pop culture news thrown my way, mixed in with a couple of hey, we got some specials on Fritos inside if you want them. But it's mostly it's like Entertainment Tonight's happening at the gas pump.
Really?
Yeah, there's like stories about sports and the weather. There's all kinds of things happening.
Wow.
Yeah, you don't pump gas, Tiffany. You don't know.
People need to know that, though. It's so flashy. It's all just so flashy.
Yeah.
How is it okay? How is it okay to have these tiny TVs happening, but like it's dangerous to have your cell phone there?
Right. Isn't the TV causing some electrical situation to be happening there?
When you think, I don't know things about science.
I don't either.
But I feel like that's very contradictory.
Yeah.
Explain. If you work for a marketing gas pump, please email us at fakeheadlinespodcast@gmail.com.
My favorite thing with the gas pumps was when the Express Marts in our area, when they first got those TVs, they had them cranked up so loud it was startling. It was so jarring. I'd be like, check it out, Express Mart. It was like super loud.
And then, it was just booming through this quiet suburban neighborhood. And
then like someone else
at night
would get gas next to you and that would start blaring.
Yeah.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Turn it down. You don't need all that.
No one needs that.
But you're right. We're not left with our own thoughts enough anymore. That is true.
Kevin, let's talk about headline number 3.
The headline you've wanted to avoid the whole night.
Yeah.
Spider blamed for car hitting boat. What do you think happened there?
I think that someone was startled by a spider and then crashed their boat. What more is there?
Well, they crashed their car into a boat.
Oh, they crashed their car into a boat. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that there was a little Miss Muffet situation where she was just driving and eating her curds and whey. And then she went way off course and hit a boat.
Very much off course.
Very much off course.
She was like Dwight and Michael in The Office when they followed the GPS into the water.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's like, I know it's the marina, but I'm making that sharp left now.
I'm going for it. Because it's like you see that spider and it's the only out. You either crash the car or you go straight into the marina, and Little Miss Muffet did both.
I like that in modern times this person is eating curds and whey in their car.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I don't either. What's a curd?
Cheese.
Maybe it is. You're right. Maybe it is curd. Maybe it is like a cheese.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Can I look it up?
Yeah, maybe it's like cheese curd and whey protein, like that powder stuff that
gross
bodybuilders make.
Oh, that's so gross.
It's like a poutine, but with cheese curd, and then like a mixture, like a watered down whey powder gravy. So it's like delicious and good for your muscle building.
It's the lumps and liquid found in cottage cheese.
Yeah, aren't the lumps and liquid in cottage cheese? Isn't that just cottage cheese?
Yeah, it's curds and whey. So I guess the whey is the liquid.
That's so gross.
So it wasn't far off. It is cheese.
It is cheese. Wow. I never knew what curds and whey were.
Me either.
I just assumed it was like an oatmeal when I was a kid.
I know. Like, I imagine like a cream of wheat. Is that weird?
Right. No, that's exactly what I see.
You just didn't want to take the time to stir it enough, so that's why it's curds.
Oh. So
Close enough. I guess I'll just eat this.
Yeah, why not? That's pretty much done.
There's a few powder bits in there. I don't care.
Oof.
I'm over it.
Disgusting.
Spider.
The spider's coming down going, is that curds and whey? That's my spider voice.
Yeah. Also Ray Romano.
Pretty accurate. Yeah. Most of my, Or it's a Bob Hope spider. Man, is that curds and whey?
Earlier this week, you did a Pee Wee Herman impression, and that made me laugh really hard.
I don't know if I could ever do that again.
I know you probably can't.
It was one of those one times when you nail an impression right out of the gate once, and then you can never recapture it.
Yeah, never again.
That's what happened there.
Your impression of John C. Reilly is also pretty.
That was a good one.
Pretty amazing.
That's pretty good.
So a spider blamed for car hitting a boat. So the only explanation is that this person was driving, they saw a spider, saw no way out, and just hit a boat. Just drove right off a bridge. They were trying to rescue someone on a boat, and they were like, you know what? I'm going to take the chance. I'm going to take this car and smush that spider in between this car and the boat. And this person's going to tell me I'm a hero. I just know it.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they were on the boat. They saw a spider. The person swam to shore, got in their car, and then drove the car off the side of a cliff and then landed it to kill the spider. Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. That was a very brave maneuver for that person.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's so selfless.
It did no damage to the boat whatsoever, which was an amazing insurance miracle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Frankly.
Absolutely. Yeah. But I mean, this spider was wearing a hard hat, so it survived the impact.
God damn that spider! It's like a little Evel Knievel spider. It's got it's got like a motorcycle helmet. And like I don't know, one of those like the jacket is like
with 8 arms.
Right.
Like the monster it is.
Like the abomination of nature it is.
It is.
I think you've said this before. Anything more than 4 legs is an abomination.
No, that's Joe. Our friend Joe says that God stepped at 6 legs. Yes. Which I think is brilliant.
I think it's even 4. I don't even think I like anything with 6 legs.
Oh, 6 legs are fine. Ladybugs have 6 legs. That's okay.
Okay, all right. But if I like a mammal, well, a mammal wouldn't have 6 legs.
No.
Okay, I guess 6 legs would be okay. All right, I'm with you on that then. Fine. I'm with you.
Yeah,
we've had a few encounters with that situation. Not driving into a boat.
I've had a spider in the car before. Yeah, it's the worst.
You've jumped into oncoming traffic in the mountains of New Hampshire.
Actually, I was luckily on the passenger side of that, but the person who was driving did barrel into the oncoming traffic.
That was scary.
Yeah, it's gross.
You can't blame them.
That's gross.
You can't blame them.
You can't have spiders in the car.
No. I've always been very extra cautious about leaving food in the car.
Yeah.
To not attract anything.
Yeah, because it's gross.
We don't want any we don't want any hitchhikers, let's just say.
No.
Any 8-legged hitchhikers.
Oh. God. No.
I do like the idea of this spider with a little Evel Knievel 8-legged jacket on.
Did this story happen in the U.S. or did it happen somewhere else?
Yes, it did happen in the United States.
Okay, so we can eliminate anywhere that has desert climate.
Yeah.
So I kind of feel like this is something that would happen on the East Coast, and like, I don't know, Florida or something.
Yeah, it does sound like a very Florida story where somebody would drive into a boat. Well, how do you get?
Or also Connecticut. I don't know.
Yeah, people probably have boats like in their driveway. I guess maybe it's not in the water. Maybe it was a boat. It could be a boat like.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, like in their driveway or something like that.
Yeah.
Or,
yeah.
Because I would imagine if boats were in the water, unless you really like drove off the road and down some kind of embankment, like I feel like there's always some distance between the water and and boats and cars.
Yeah, and if the car drove down the deck, then I would think that the deck would probably collapse before it would hit the boat.
Yeah, I would think so too. Yeah, like a pier, like a car is going speeding along the pier.
Pier. That's where. I
I knew what you were talking about.
But I think that maybe the boat was probably on land, and then the person maybe meant to put it in park, and they jumped out of the car, and it was in neutral, and then it rolled and crashed into the boat.
That could be too.
So maybe it wasn't like a dangerous situation; it was just like a panic situation.
Yeah.
And it rolled right out.
Panic at the Marina.
Yeah. Oh God, what a classic horror film that is, huh?
That's a Hitchcock, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Oh man. It was a real thriller, psychological and physical thriller.
It was the can't miss movie of the summer.
Some summer. Not sure which summer it was, but it was a summer where it was a movie that was thrilling.
It's like a combination of arachnophobia and speed.
Yeah. You have to keep the car in neutral above a certain mile per hour.
Wasn't there like a sequel of Speed where it involved a boat?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like
there was a sequel though. I think.
I feel like there was. Yeah, but I can't remember. It's so long ago.
Yeah, I don't know.
Did you ever see Arachnophobia? You must not have seen any movies with spiders.
The answer is no.
Yeah. What about Spider-Man? Have you ever seen Spider-Man? Would you want to see that?
No, I have not seen it. And it actually doesn't have anything to do with my phobia. I just don't care.
Yeah. I think that's how most of America feels about Spider-Man.
Oh.
I almost said Starman.
I'm sure it's a great story. I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like, it's not really for me. I've never been like a big Spider-Man person.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not like a huge comic person either. I mean, I enjoyed X-Men.
Yeah, I enjoy it. Like, I'm a casual superhero man. Like, I enjoy like the big blockbusters, but I don't see all of them.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen Thor.
Right.
Or
I would enjoy that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure you would. Mm-hmm. Or the one with Doctor Strange there. I've never seen that.
Oh, yeah, with
Benedict Arnold.
Cumberbatch. Benedict Arnold. Nope,
not different Benedict.
That's the other American traitor.
He's the other Benedict.
Yeah. Anyway, Kevin, so one of these is a real headline.
Yes, one of these stories is a true story from the World Wide Web.
So you got Beyond Meat laying its first egg. Mm-hmm. You have a gas pump.
A touchless, as much as you can be touchless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then a spider blamed for hitting a car.
Yes. And to be clear, the spider was not driving the car.
Oh, okay.
I just want to be clear with that. I don't think.
It'd be interesting if that spider could reach the pedals. Also terrifying. Also burn the world down, if that's the case. Burn that shit down. I'm going to go with the spider one.
You're going to go with that one as the real story? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's real.
Gross.
Spider blamed for car hitting boats.
I'm so upset.
And this is, you mentioned it was on the East Coast. It actually is from Niagara Falls, New York. This is a story from July 28th, courtesy of WIVB.com. News for Buffalo. Niagara Falls, New York. A woman says a spider is to blame for an early morning crash Tuesday at LaSalle Yacht Club.
Oh, my gosh.
19-year-old Naisha McCarthy was driving through a parking lot when a spider fell on her.
Oh, God.
McCarthy says she panicked and could not stop the car. The crash caused extensive damage to 2 boats.
Oh, God.
One of the boats had just 30 hours on the water. McCarthy and the 21-year-old passenger were not hurt, but McCarthy was ticketed for driving reckless and failing to reduce speed.
What's that mean, 30 hours on the water?
I think it's like a new boat, maybe? Like a newer boat? I don't know. Why wouldn't you just say a new boat? I don't know.
I don't know anything.
I don't know either. Let's see
about boats. If you understand boats and hours.
If you understand boats, email us at FakeHeadlinesPodcast.
If you have a boat that you'd like to give us a ride on.
A woman crashed her car into 2 boats that were floating in the marina.
It was in the marina.
Because she panicked when a spider fell on her. Let's take a look at that scene. Police tell us 19-year-old Isaiah McCarthy was driving through a parking lot when the spider fell on her. The woman says she panicked and then she couldn't stop the car. You could see the crash caused a lot of damage to those 2 boats at the LaSalle Yacht Club in Niagara Falls. McCarthy and her passenger not hurt, thankfully, but she did get a ticket for recklessly driving and failing to reduce speed.
Wow.
I can't imagine what insurance she must have.
Also, isn't it bizarre there's a yacht club in Niagara Falls? Like, Niagara Falls is not a rich city at all.
Unfortunately, no.
It just seems weird that yachts are there.
Well, I mean, it is right on the water.
That's true.
So
just imagine people taking their yachts over the falls, over the rapids.
It's rude.
Yeah, let's take our yacht over here to the falls.
Those jerks. I'm just jealous of people with yachts.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all I'm ever mad about. Stuff like that. It's just me being jealous.
And you're counting hours on the water.
I know. Why didn't you say a new yacht? Why do you gotta say 30 hours?
What they didn't mention in that story is that one of the boats that was hit was Miss Muffet.
Oh, no.
So sad. So sad, Muffet.
Oh, man. What a bummer.
Yeah. Well, Kevin, great job.
Yeah, great job. That was a lot of fun.
So silly. Gross. But I love that you found a local story, too. That's awesome.
That was really why I used it. I thought it was really funny that it would involve spiders, which you hate, and Niagara Falls, which you love. So I
do love it.
So I thought it'd be a great combination of stories.
If you're Canadian or in New York and you're allowed to travel to our state, I recommend Niagara Falls because it's beautiful.
It truly is a spectacular wonder of the world.
I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely gorgeous there.
Yeah.
We should go as soon as it's allowable. Actually, it's open.
We could probably still go now.
I think we probably could.
Yeah, I don't want to do any of like the Maid of the Mist or anything like that.
Yeah.
Once that mask is wet, nope, you're doomed.
Oh, that's so true.
Yeah. So, but I do want to go.
Yeah, we should.
Let's make plans.
Let's do it.
Hey guys, let's all meet at Niagara Falls.
Yeah, podcast meetup.
Yeah, let's do it. That'll never happen. Okay.
So, well, not with that attitude. Jeez Louise. Hey guys, if you want to meet us in Niagara Falls, email us at fakeheadlinespodcast@gmail.com. And where can they find us on social media there, Tiffy?
You can find us on Twitter at FakeHeadPod, on Facebook and Instagram at FakeHeadlinesPodcast.
That is correct. And also fakeheadlinespodcast.com is a nice repository for our shows.
Yes.
And if you're listening to us on Apple Podcasts, if you can click the 5 stars on there, and also subscribe to us on there too if you don't. And even if you don't use Apple Podcasts, you probably have an iPhone and you probably have the Apple Podcast app. Just subscribe to us on there if you don't mind.
Yeah, and when you give us that 5 stars, if you could just tell a friend who will probably tell another friend who will tell another friend, and that helps us get noticed, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you get to take that credit. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, you get all the credit for it. Isn't that great?
Yeah. Just keep that in mind.
Yes. And so thanks for listening no matter how you do it. And if you're using an app that lets you rate or do anything like that, please do so for us. It just helps the visibility, helps keep us on the podcast charts and keeps us getting noticed, and we appreciate that.
Yeah. So I think that's it.
I think that's everything. So thanks for listening, everybody, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.